Are you feeling uneasy about AI creeping into every corner of the workplace? Wondering if the next round of layoffs might have more to do with algorithms than performance reviews? Well, here's the truth. Some skills will always be uniquely human, and right now the demand for those skills is skyrocketing. And today I'm going to break down two critical human abilities you must start cultivating if you want to thrive in an AI dominated world. Don't wait until it's too late. Future proof your career starting today. If you're new here, welcome to the channel. I'm Thomas Schmidt, and I've spent over 3 decades as a technology and business executive, including roles as COO, CMO, and VP product, leading teams through multiple industry and technology disruptions. Now, as a consultant, I work with organizations to optimize how they manage technology, streamline operations, and sharpen both their marketing and product strategies. But I also help mid-career professionals reinvent their careers for what's coming next. That's why I make these videos, to give you practical insights that help you stay relevant, competitive, and excited about your future. Okay, the illusion of automation. Let's set the stage with something we all need to hear. Automation is not the enemy. It's just a tool. But when you scroll through the headlines, well, it's easy to feel like AI is on a mission to erase entire professions. Think about it. AI is writing emails, generating resumes, producing graphics, and even building websites. And if you've been watching this channel, you know we've already talked about two essential AI-proof skills: creativity and critical thinking. Creativity, the spark that generates new ideas, inventions, and perspectives. And critical thinking, the discipline to cut through the noise, challenge assumptions, and make decisions that actually hold up in the real world. Those are powerful, but let's be honest. Everybody is talking about them right now. And if you scroll through LinkedIn, it's almost cliche. Creativity is the future. Critical thinking is everything. And while those are true, they're just the beginning. And here's where people get tripped up. They assume AI is replacing everything. That persuasion, negotiation, leadership, all those soft skills are somehow going to be automated too. But that's just an illusion. Machines can calculate, they can generate, they can even mimic. But when it comes to deeply human layers, well, the subtle cues, the unsaid context, the emotional texture, well, they struggle. And that's exactly why today I want to shine the spotlight on two additional abilities. These are nice to have add-ons, by the way. These are the difference between being replaced and being irreplaceable. The first is persuasion, the power of persuasion. Now, persuasion often gets a bad rap. Some people hear the word and think manipulation or sales tactics. But real persuasion is something different. At its heart, persuasion is about influence. It's the ability to build trust, inspire people, and align groups of people towards a shared vision. And this is something AI just can't do. Sure, it can draft a speech, it can generate a polished slide deck, but persuasion isn't about polished content. It's about the human ability to connect in a way that moves others. Think about the last time you made a big decision, maybe taking a new job, buying a home, or even switching to a healthier lifestyle. Did you make that decision because of raw data? Well, probably not. You made it because someone influenced you. A mentor reassured you, a spouse reminded you of your values, a leader painted a vision of what was possible. That's persuasion, and it's irreplaceably human. Let me make this concrete with some examples. Sales and negotiation. It's not the product brochure that seals the deal, right? It's the rep who listens, empathizes, and reframes the offer so it feels personal. Leadership. A CEO announcing a restructuring can either spark panic or rally people around a bold new direction, right? The difference? Persuasion. Team dynamics. In meetings, data may be clear, but getting everyone to buy into the decision requires someone to persuade, to bridge the doubts, to unite the group. Now, here's why persuasion matters more in the age of AI. Because as the technical, repetitive, or routine parts of our jobs get automated, the parts left to humans will increasingly be about influence. Machines can provide information. Only people can win hearts. So, how do you sharpen persuasion? Well, practice active listening. Stop waiting for your turn to speak and really hear what others are saying. Use storytelling. People remember stories, not bullet points. Build trust over time. Persuasion isn't about a single pitch. It's about showing consistency, credibility, and care. And here's the kicker. Persuasion isn't just a skill. It's an advantage. Because the more AI floods the workplace, the more human persuasion stands out. Unlocking contextual intelligence. The second ability is something I guarantee you don't see training as often, but it actually might be the most important skill of all, contextual intelligence. What does that mean? Well, in simple terms, it's the ability to read a situation, understand the bigger picture, and apply your knowledge in a way that actually fits. AI is great at crunching data. It can tell you what is happening, but it struggles with the why. It doesn't see the cultural nuances, the personal histories, the invisible boundaries in the room. Let me give you an example. Imagine you're rolling out a global initiative. The data says one strategy works everywhere, but contextual intelligence tells you something else. In one country, human advertising is welcome. In another, it's considered unprofessional. Same data, different context. Huge differences in outcomes. Or picture this. You're a manager, and the numbers show your team is underperforming. AI might say, increase efficiency. Contextual intelligence might tell you, well, actually, the team is burnt out, and what they need is recognition, a morale boost, and a chance to reset. That's the difference. AI misses the nuance, and humans thrive in it. And contextual intelligence doesn't just help at work, it's vital in daily life. Think about doctors. A purely data-driven recommendation might make sense medically, but unless it's delivered with cultural sensitivity and emotional awareness, well, the patient won't follow it. That's contextual intelligence at work. So how do you build it? Well, you need to expose yourself to diversity. Read beyond your field. Talk to people outside of your bubble. Travel if you can. Reflect on your experiences. Ask not just what happened, but why did it unfold that way? Pay attention to the unspoken. What's not being said in the room? What's implied but not explicit? These small habits compound into contextual intelligence, the superpower of seeing beyond the surface. Integrating for impact. Now, here's where it gets powerful. Persuasion and contextual intelligence amplify each other. Imagine you're trying to persuade a group without context. You might push too hard, ignore cultural norms, or come across as tone deaf. On the flip side, imagine having contextual intelligence without persuasion. You'd understand the dynamics perfectly, but you'd struggle to move people to action. But combine the two, well, that's leadership, and that's influence. That's career security in the AI era. So picture this. AI generates the data, the graphs, the options. Then you step in with context to interpret, with persuasion to inspire, with the human touch to actually make change happen. That's how you partner with AI instead of competing with it. Your future-proof toolkit. Okay, let's wrap this up together. We've now added 2 more tools to your AI-proof toolkit. Persuasion, the ability to influence, inspire, and align people. Contextual intelligence is the ability to interpret nuance and apply knowledge in a real-world complexity. Combine those with creativity and critical thinking, and you've got a toolkit that's not just resilient, but it's unstoppable. Because here's the bottom line. The future of work won't be humans versus machines. It'll be humans with machines, but only the humans who lean into their unique strengths. Persuasion, context, empathy will rise above. So here's your challenge. Don't just nod along to this video. Start cultivating these skills. Practice persuasion in your next conversation. Ask yourself what context you're missing before your next decision. Get intentional. The AI revolution isn't slowing down, but that doesn't mean you're powerless. And in fact, if you double down on what makes you human, this can be the most empowering time in your career. If this video gave you clarity on where to focus, please hit that like button and share it with a friend who's navigating these changes. And of course, subscribe for more strategies to build your career that thrives in the age of AI. Until next time, keep growing, keep learning, and keep showing the world that your best work is still ahead of you. And I'll see you in the next one.